Hey, winter's back and it is frosty. I gotta do some maintenance on an egg incubator, so stay tuned and we'll talk more about that. Welcome back to Pine Meadows Hobby Farm. I'm your host, Jerry Hansen. Yeah, my buddy Ken, he gave me a egg incubator he had, and I went and tried to use it last year, and to my dismay, I didn't check, but the element wasn't working. So today I'm going to go ahead and get it out and take it into the RV and use my dinette as a work table to try to see if I can fix it. So in preparation for spring and the ducks starting to lay eggs, now remember, I have some lazy ducks, but they're smart. They'll lay eggs in the goose nest and make the geese hatch their eggs. But then the geese eject the baby ducklings, and the ducks won't have anything to do with the ducklings. So it's like, stupid ducks. So I'm going to go ahead and as they lay the eggs, try to incubate them if I can get the incubator fixed. So let's go get that incubator out. Well, bunnies, you know what? I should feed the rabbits while I'm in here. Their hoppers look kind of low. Okay, now to get what I came in here for in the first place. This is that egg incubator. Rabbit hair. I'll go ahead and take it into the fifth wheel so I have some heat to work in. It's a little chilly out here. And I think the rabbit's bottles are frozen. Yep. They're frozen a little bit. It'll thaw out. I may have to put a light bulb under the buckets to keep them thawed out. And that was an alternative plan I had because I did install a plug up there to be able to plug in a farmer's outlet and have a light bulb come on when temperatures get to a certain degree and then turn off when the heat comes up, so it's not on all the time. I actually featured that in another video on especially the well house with a farmer's outlet and also the chicken coop to keep the chicken water from freezing. The sun's finally coming up and shining its warmth and light over our little valley, so things will thaw out, which is a good thing. Oh, the heater's on. Why don't you go ahead and come on in. Alright, I gotta see what kind of tools I'm gonna need, and I'll be working with this piece right here. Okay, that's disconnected. So we're going to go ahead and set that aside. And I need a Phillips screwdriver and this. I'll go get my Phillips. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I got my Phillips. I'll go ahead and remove all these screws so I can access this. Okay, last screw. Now this can actually tuck back down in there, but this has a thermostat right here, and that's zip tied, so I don't want to disrupt that, so we're just going to go ahead and pull this up and lay it to the side. It also has a sensor that monitors humidity. So I'm going to turn this around and then rest this up here because the wires are connected. And then I'm removing these screws to the fan. I know the fan works, it's just that the heat source is not working. And I want to find out if there's power going to that heat source. Okay, there's the fan. That is the heating element right there. Let's plug it in and turn it on and see if I have heat going into there. There's the plug in. And switch. Yep. I hear ya. Okay, there goes the fan. This is not working. There's no heat coming off of that. Well, that's bogus. So I think I may have to break into the circuitry and find out in here if there's a broken connection. I love taking things apart, and I love finding out what's wrong with them, and I especially love the victory of overcoming the problem and fixing it. And I'm afraid this one I may not be able to jerry-rig. I may end up just having to scrap the whole thing. Bummer. Unless I can buy a part, a replacement part. We'll see. Alright. And there's some more screws down here. Yep. There's these screws down here. Okay, there's the electronics board. Let me do some testing and I'll be right back with you. Well, I think I can put this part back together because the problem may be that little thermistor, and I'd have to order a new one. My determination after the testing is that it is the little element that's in here that's bad. I'm going to go online and see if I can find a replacement and wait for it in the mail, and then we'll go ahead and install it. It's going to be an easy install. Hey, the mail got here finally, and my package that came all the way over on a slow boat from China has finally arrived. So now I can go in and finish working on that incubator. So let's go. Okay, welcome back. My part came in today from China, Hong Kong, China. It was on a slow boat, and it took a month to get here, so I finally arrived. So we're going to go ahead and continue this project and install this heating element into the incubator. So let's do this. Okay, now in preparation for this, I have my side cutters. I'm going to use those. My wire strippers, got to use those. And then my Phillips screwdriver, and I've got these two little, we're modifying the unit, so we got these two little wire nuts, and we're going to be joining these to the original wires because there's no tabs on which this one that that got here had these little pieces that you can just plug right in. I don't have that available on this particular unit, so we're just going to use the wire nuts. So let's get this clip to get the old one out and put the new one in. Okay, we've got this wire right here. I've traced it back to the heater over here, the old heater. And then we're going to go ahead and clip the wire right here and strip this part of it because I need to put the wire nut on this end. Twist the wire. And then the other wire is attached right here. So we're going to go ahead and make sure we leave plenty of lead on. Clip that. And that wire stripper isn't working on it because I don't have a hole small enough for this gauge wire. So we're going to use the dikes. Okay, we've got both of those wires out. Now we're going to strip those two wires. Now we twist on these little wire nuts. Those are really easy to apply. You take one wire, the red wire, and one of the black wires. It does not make any difference which one you connect. They're not polarity specific. And you just twist on that nut, and you've got a connection. You want to do the same with the other two. You just make sure they're connected and put on your wire nut. Okay, you slide it in your bracket and tighten it down. And now we got to reattach this. Securing it with the 4 screws that we took out of there. Next step is to put the fan on. You put the fan on. And then we tuck those wires down inside safely and seat this back in its place. And we've got 8 screw holes on the inside here we've got to reattach this with. And the final step is to put the screws back into the lid here, or this this piece. And we just find our holes and start screwing it down. Okay, now we get to plug it in. We have the automatic egg turner. We plug in right here. Just like that. Set that on top. We're going to see if this works. Okay, let's plug it in. It's off. Now we'll turn it on. Fan's going. We got an egg countdown. 11 days. We got to reset this. Something's not right. I smell something burning. Okay, I feel the heat coming off of this now, so it was definitely the heater that was broke in it. Yeah, I definitely feel heat now. Now the real test is to watch the temperature come up to see if it's going to get, and it is coming up. We got to make sure it comes up to temperature for hatching eggs. Yeah, I can hear when I push this button, the egg turner starts turning. And we've got a nice countdown here for like 28 days for chicken eggs, 32 days for duck eggs. I got turkey eggs will be hatching in here, and I don't know, a goose egg might fit in here. We'll see if we can get goose eggs in there. But the temperature is coming up. That makes me happy. Okay, this was a success. It's up to 27 degrees Celsius now. Yay, I fixed it. So if you have one of these incubators and it just simply isn't working, just purchase one of these little heaters. I would recommend purchasing one out of California. They have, I think it's Hayward or someplace like that. It's 18 bucks. They can ship it to you within the week. If you want to save some money, go ahead and spend 8 bucks and buy from Hong Kong, China, and it'll take 2 months to get here. No, 1 month. It'll take 1 month to get here. So, yeah, that's the thing that was wrong. So it seems to be going well. I'm going to leave link down below on where to purchase one of these incubators. And also I'll leave a link down below for purchasing one of these from Hong Kong and one of these from Hayward. I bought 2 of them. I bought one from Hong Kong and I just bought another one from that other place. And I'm going to use it as a backup in the event that this one does go down and fail in the middle of hatching eggs. This will alarm if the temperature gets down to below a certain amount, so you can hear an audible alarm that you need to pay attention to this. So I'm going to keep that extra heater element on hand. So when I hit this reset button right here, it will cause the it reset the system and the egg turner will start turning so you can see it operational. Also, you have the on-off switch. It gives an alarm for resetting the unit. And then you have your humidity button, and you also have your temperature button in Celsius. Unfortunately, it's not in Fahrenheit. And of course, you got your countdown for 2 hours. Every 2 hours, the egg turner will turn. And also, you've got this days. This will count down the days until the eggs hatch. It's really cool because if I need to, just fill some water without opening it, just fill this with water and slide this right into this little hole which is made for this, and you just pour the water right in to maintain your water level without opening this up and losing your heating inside of the chamber. So this is a really cool unit. This is a gift from my friend Ken, that is also my beekeeper buddy. And apparently he wasn't successful, is what he said, with hatching eggs. Found out why, did some troubleshooting, and found out it was this. Replaced it, it's working now. The temperature's coming up to where it needs to be. And we have a successful DIY backyard mechanics repair on this generic egg incubator. I'm your host, Jerry Hansen. This is Pine Meadows Hobby Farm. I want to thank you guys for showing up and checking out our little adventures and journeys we have here. Please feel free to check out my other videos. Subscribe. It doesn't cost anything to subscribe, and get alerted to new videos as I upload them. You can do that by clicking that little bell icon down below. What that does is it automatically alerts you to a new video. Giving me a thumbs up helps out our channel. Another way of helping out our channel is sharing our videos on your social media platforms, Facebook, etc. That really helps invite others to my channel who wouldn't otherwise know we are here. And leave a comment. I love reading your comments. You can also follow us on social media. I'm on Twitter, Facebook, Pinterest, Reddit, Blogger, I'm on Snapchat, and I'm also on Instagram. I'll see you guys in another video. Bye-bye.